I wanted to try something new today, so I decided to make homemade blackberry bread. And so what I did is I used my recipe for my regular bread, which calls for 4 cups of flour. But what I like to do is I use 2 cups of the whole wheat flour and then 2 cups of the all-purpose white flour. I like to mix the two. It makes it a little healthier with the whole wheat. And so you would put 4 cups of the flour in a bowl. You will add 1 package of fast rising instant yeast, a half a teaspoon of salt, and for the regular bread recipe, that's all it calls for besides 2 cups of warm water. But I wanted to make the blackberry bread today, so I just kind of improvised and added what I thought would be good. So to that mixture, I also added a half a cup of brown sugar. And when you're adding sugar and measuring it, you would want to pack it down in your measuring cup to make sure that you get a true measurement. So a half a cup of brown sugar. I added a tablespoon of cinnamon. And for my blackberries, I took a pound of washed blackberries and dried them the best I could with a paper towel. And then anytime that you're adding berries to a bread or a cake mixture, to keep them from kind of sinking to the bottom when it's baking, you would want to coat your berries lightly in flour. So I took my pound of washed and dried blackberries and lightly coated them with white flour to keep them from sinking in the oven. So once I did that, I stirred everything together. And you will want to add your 2 cups of warm water. It needs to be really warm water, but not hot, because if it's too hot, it will actually kill the yeast. But you want really warm water. So you will mix all of that together in your bowl. And the easy way that I found, instead of covering your bowl and letting that proof to rise, letting the dough rise, I pour it directly into the pan. And even though this is nonstick, I like to coat the bottom and the sides with salted butter to kind of give it flavor. So you will pour your mixture into the pan. You will cover it tightly with saran wrap and let it sit in a warm place for at least 20 minutes. And let your oven preheat during that time. But so let your mixture sit for 20 minutes and it will rise. And so then after the 20 minutes, you will take a knife and you will score lines in your bread, and that will release the steam when it's baking. So I did about 4 or 5 lines, and you'll go probably about 1 inch deep in each line. Okay, so then you will bake at 390 degrees for about 40 minutes. And I did 42 minutes today because I had the extra berries and I wanted to make sure it's done. So after 40 minutes or so, you will test it with a toothpick to make sure it comes out clean. And you will let it sit, leave it in the pan for at least 5 to 10 minutes to kind of set up before you take it out. And then you will take it out and let it rest on a cooling rack for 1 to 2 hours to let it get cool. And so this is what it looks like. And I cannot tell you how good it smells when it's baking. This is homemade bread with blackberries, a pound of blackberries. And the bottom, you can see the bottom is brown. You can see the blackberries all through. And I decided, I'll show you. I decided to make a lemon glaze. And all you do is you mix powdered sugar with a little lemon juice, and you will actually use more powdered sugar than the lemon juice. And you'll know when it's the consistency that you want. You want it a little thick. And if I had had fresh lemons, I would have absolutely used fresh lemon juice. And I would have also added the lemon zest into the mixture, but I didn't. This was kind of spur of the moment today, so I didn't have fresh lemons. But This lemon glaze is really good. I like to put it on lemon bun when I make a lemon bundt cake. Put your lemon glaze over that. So I'm going to try that on my cake. Or lemon blackberry bread. Let's see. Since I'm one-handed right at the moment, let's just try to do this. You will just drizzle it. And this is the first time I've ever made blackberry bread, or even the kind of the lemon glaze was kind of an afterthought, but I think it's going to be delicious. When I make a lemon bundt cake and put this lemon glaze on top, I think it tastes better after it's been refrigerated because the icing gets a little hard. That looks good. Okay. So now I'm going to pause it for just a second. We'll come back and taste this blackberry bread. Okay, so I have a piece cut off. You can see all of the blackberries inside. You can see that they did not sink to the bottom because I coated them lightly in flour. And this bread is actually still a little warm. I could not wait the whole 2 hours. I'm just gonna pick it up and be messy. Try a bite. There's the glaze on the top. Try a bite and see. It smells so good. Boy, that is good. I wish I could share. I would share with you. Blackberry bread. Easy, delicious. I don't drink coffee, but if you drink coffee, I'm sure this would be good with it. Easy blackberry bread. This would be great with blueberries or any other kind of fruit. Raspberries would be delicious. But if you want to try blackberry bread, try this recipe and you will love it. Have a Mayberry day.